Good morning. Welcome to your Friday Zoom Strength and Balance with me, Angie, one of your senior fitness instructors with Stonebridge Community Services. Just a quick few little reminders before we start. So this is your workout, nobody else's but yours. So make it work for you. If you want to be seated, then be seated. If you want to stand, stay standing. If you want to use pieces of equipment such as weights or a resistance band, then you're more than welcome to do so, or just use your own body weight. Making sure that you have a water bottle nearby, as well as a piece of support furniture, whether that's a chair, the back of a couch, the countertop, any of those things to help you out with our balance section later on. So yes, having a piece of support furniture, water nearby, as well as any equipment you would like to use if you wanted to. We're going to get ourselves ready to go, and welcome to Friday. So a nice gentle march, big breath in. And out. Nice big breath in. And out. One more nice big breath. And out. Excellent. Take those shoulders for a nice roll. You can start forwards or backwards with those rolls. We're going to reverse either way. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And reverse the other way. Just a nice little gentle march. Breathing in and out. Making sure you have lots of space around you. Taking those arms, we're going to do a little swing, bending the elbows up and swing, bend them back. Then up and swing to the back. Up and back. Excellent. Breathe in and out. These are going to change into some pedaling of those feet and rolling the wrists in 2 and 1. Excellent. So if it's comfortable, you're going to push on the ball of the foot, raising that heel off the floor. So I'm going to turn sideways just a little bit. So push on the ball of the foot. And then rolling those wrists. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Rolling those wrists the other way. Excellent. Keeping the feet the same. We're just going to take those hands, face the palms towards the camera, then turn them away. Towards and away. Excellent. You can give those arms a nice little shake, shake, shake. You can stop those feet from the pedals. We're going to work a little bit of those hips. So I'm going to go heel to toe, and it's coming from the hip. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. I'm kind of just doing a little of a bicep arm here. Heel to toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Heel to toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Heel, toe. These are going to turn into a few high knees. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So taking those knees, you can tap the knee if you'd like. Or if you want to go a little bit more to get yourselves even more warmed up, you can do a little elbow to knee. Or if you want to go a little bit more, take those hands and press them into the knee. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and tall. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Give that a little shake. We're going to warm up the back of the body. So we're going to take those legs, press them back for that hamstring curl. Press those arms back for those triceps. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. March it out right here. Give me a nice big breath in. And out. Nice big breath in. And out. Excellent. If you need a little sip of water, go ahead and grab that before we strengthen the lower body. All right. So up to you with this next move. I'm going to do some sit to stands using my chair. But if you want to do some standing squats, keeping those feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointed towards the camera, shoulders back, down, and relaxed. I'm going to turn sideways just to remind you about pushing those hips to the back, like you're about to sit down in the chair, and then bring it in. Now, if you don't want to do standing squats or the sit to stands, if you have your band with you, you can take that band, put it underneath one foot, sit nice and tall in that chair, and press the leg out. Okay? Couple options for you. I'm going to do my sit to stands. So I'm going to align my heels up with my chair so that I can make sure it's still there behind me. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders back, down and relaxed. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and go for that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We are going to do another set of those sit to stands, but this time I'm going to take my legs a little bit wider. If you're doing standing squats, take the legs a little wider, toes pointed outwards. If you're using the band, switch feet. Shoulders back, down, relaxed, nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take your time. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Bring those legs back in. Now the next move we're going to do is going to be standing for myself, but I'm going to show that it's seated as well. So the movement is going to work our hips and our glutes. So if you want to do it seated, you're going to take that band underneath that foot, shoulders back, little lean and bring it straight out with just a soft bend. This leg then is going to go out to the side. So I'm holding the one side of my chair, taking that leg out to the side. Now, if you're going to do it standing, it is the same motion. I'm going to take that leg out to the side. All right. So standing, my feet are about hip width apart, soft bend in those knees. Gonna shift the weight to the one leg to balance. Shoulders back down and relaxed. And take it out for that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. Stay right there. Don't move anywhere. If you want to take this up just a little bit, in a little bit more intensity here, if you wanted, you're going to take a little squat and out. Squat and out. If you wanted to, it is up to you. Shoulders back down, relaxed. Round 2, same side. Here we go. For that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. If you're using the band, switch feet. If you're standing, switch sides. Shoulders back down and relaxed. Feet about hip width apart. Shift the weight to that one leg. Soft bend in the knees. Nice and tall. Take that leg out for that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake, little pause. One more set. We can do it. Shoulders back down and relaxed. You want to add that extra little intensity, that little squat there with it. Ready, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. The next move we have is our hamstring curls, but if you need a little sip of water, go ahead and grab some. So if you're going to be doing it seated, this one here, you're going to sit a little closer to the edge of your chair. You're going to take that one leg out to the heel. You're going to pretend that there is a ball behind your leg, behind that knee. And you're going to squeeze that heel coming back, squeeze the ball. Slide that heel coming back, squeeze. Slide and squeeze. That's if you're doing it seated. If you're doing it standing today, using that piece of support furniture if you'd like, taking a couple steps just behind the furniture, fingertips are on the back here. I'm going to do a little hip hinge forward, taking that one leg to the back. And then same thing, pretending that there is a ball behind the knee, and you're going to squeeze it, keeping that foot flat and flexed. So nice and tall, shoulders back down and relaxed. Take that one leg behind or one leg out for sliding that heel. And go for that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Same side once more. Take that leg to the back. Little hip hinge forward. Breathe in, breathe out, and go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. Switching legs, shifting the weight. Taking that other leg to the back or the other leg out to the front. Breathe it in, breathe it out, and go for that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake, little pause. One more of those ones before we get into some core. Keeping that leg to the back, little hip hinge forward. Breathe in, breathe out, and go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. All right, so we're gonna work a little core next. You can do it seated or standing. So I'm just gonna slide my piece of support furniture out of the way here. So option number 1, or actually, sorry, exercise number 1 is elbow to knee. So my elbow isn't actually touching my knee. It's just coming close to it, hovering over top. All right. So nice and tall, shoulders back down, relaxed. Soft bend in those knees. This one can be done seated or standing. Breathe it in and out and go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it up, shake it up. One more of those ones before we get to another core. Breathing it in, breathe it out, reposition. And go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it out, shake it out. One more core. Please grab a drink whenever you need it as well. This next one is I'm going to reach for my toes. So seated or standing, I'm going to reach for my toes. Now I don't actually have to touch my toes. I'm just reaching for them. But if you can touch your toes, round of applause. Shoulders back down, relax, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. One more of those before we get into some arms. Reposition, shoulders back down and relaxed. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it out, shake it out. Grab a nice sip of water. All right. So we're going to get into some arms. You can do it with weights or a resistance band or no equipment at all. The first one I am going to use my resistance band with is going to be our overhead reach. So it is up to you. It is your comfort. It's going to work a bit of those shoulders, going to your range of motion. I'm just going to stand sideways here. Nice soft bend in my knees, seated or standing. My knuckles are towards the ceiling, giving that band just a little bit of a pull. Then I'm going to raise my arms up as high as I'm comfortable, or even going up and over, and bringing it down. Nice and gentle. Breathe in and out. Go into your range of motion. Keeping a soft bend in those elbows. in and out. Reposition if you're losing out that band. Maybe one more if it's comfortable. Excellent. Give those a nice little shake for those shoulders, a little roll. We're going to do just one of those ones there, just because of the range of motion that we're working with those shoulders. Maybe they're just also kind of waking up a bit more after all the movements. This next one we're going to do is our chest press. So if you're using a band, you're going to take it underneath the arms. And you're going to kind of have your arms where they're going to kind of go more like you're hugging a big tree. All right. So you're going to press both of them out at the same time, make a big hug around the tree, soft bend in the elbows, and bring it back in. Bring it out and in. For that, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Readjust if you need to. We're going to do those ones once more. Shoulders back down, relax. Soft bend in those knees if you're standing. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and go for that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Gently removing that band from behind your back. The next move we are going to do is our rows. So you can do this seated or standing. So the position for standing, I'm going to step on it with 1 foot. You can step on it with 2 feet if you'd like. But I'm also going to do a little bit of a split stance where my feet are 1 foot in front of the other. I'm going to have my thumb that faces towards the ceiling. I'm going to do a little hip hinge forward, elbows close to that rib cage, and pulling it back, squeezing those elbows to the back, squeezing those shoulder blades. Now, if you wanted to be seated, 2 options here for your feet. You can have that feet aligned with those hips, bent at the knees, that little hip hinge forward, same motion, pull into the back, or bringing those feet out to the heels, shoulders back down and relaxed, in, squeeze it to the back. All right, so I'm going to stay seated right here. Shoulders back down, relaxed, nice and tall through that spine. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, keeping those elbows close to the rib cage. Squeeze it back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to do another one of those ones, but this time you're going to go down slow. So it's like a count of 3 when you're going to go down slow. So we're going to reposition, regrip, shoulders back down and relaxed, nice and tall. And I'm going to pull it back for that 8, and then go down slow. 7, go down slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Gently taking that band out from under the feet. If you are using a band, you may place him out of the way. We don't need him. Grabbing yourself a nice little sip of water before we get into a little bit of balance. Having that piece of support furniture nearby, whether it's the wall, countertop, chair. You can do these ones, a little bit of these ones seated as well if you wanted. It's a little bit different because it's not quite as intense for the balance section if you're doing it seated, but I can give lots of other options as well. Feet are about hip width apart, soft bend in those knees. We're gonna raise up onto those toes. So I'm still sitting nice and tall, shoulders back down and relaxed. Piece of support furniture is right nearby where I can hold on to. I'm gonna raise up onto those toes, onto the ball of the foot, and hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going to do that one again. If you choose to challenge yourself by either having just the fingertips on the chair or seeing if you can let go of this piece of support furniture, then that's completely up to you. Once again, shoulders back, down, relax, soft bend in those knees. Raise up onto those toes. Breathe it in and out. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. This time you're going to raise up your toes and you're going to go back on those heels. So feet are still the same, but hip width apart, soft bend in the knees, shoulders back, down, relax, nice and tall. Support furniture nearby if you need. Taking those toes up and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them down. Little shimmy, little shake. Readjust. One more time. Taking those toes up. Your choice. Still holding onto the furniture or seeing if you can let go. Bring those toes up. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Little shimmy, little shake. Excellent. This time, we're going to do some heel raises, but we're going to do it in a split stance. So those feet are going to be apart from each other. So I'm going to just slide my piece of support furniture over to the side here, just so you can see. Split stance. I'm going to use my wall this time. So shoulders back down and relax, nice and tall through that spine. You're going to raise up onto those toes and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Little shimmy, little shake. Same side once more. Nice and tall. Readjust. Now your split stance doesn't have to be super far away from each other either. It just has to be a little bit apart from each other. Shoulders back down, relax, nice and tall. And take it up onto those toes on the ball of the foot. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Switch those feet around. Same motion. Shoulders back down and relaxed. Nice and tall. When you're ready, raise on up and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. One more, that same side. Shoulders back down and relaxed. Focusing on something that's not moving. Breathing it in and out and raise it up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come on down. Little shimmy, little shake. This next one here is your comfort and whether or not you want to take the little bit challenge. So I'm gonna have my feet hip width apart, soft bend in the knees. I'm gonna shift the weight to the one leg to balance on. The other leg is gonna come off the floor to the front. Now you can stay here if you'd like, have one arm out or both arms out, so you're doing that single leg balance. Or if you want to challenge yourself just a little bit, the leg I'm balancing on, I'm gonna raise up on my toes for 5 seconds. Piece of support furniture is nearby. Taking that one leg off the floor. Arms out if you need to as well. Raising up on those toes and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Little shimmy, little shake, same side once more. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Breathe in, breathe it out. Take that one foot off the floor and raise it up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little shimmy, little shake. Switch legs, shift the weight over to the other side to balance. Take that other leg off the floor if it's comfortable. Stay here if you'd like, or raise it up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. One more time, same side. Shoulders back. Breathe it in, breathe it out, and raise it up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. Last one for our balance is support furniture nearby. It is a single leg balance, but the little difference here is you're going to take that leg out to the front and you're going to do a little circle with the leg. So it's not just circling with the ankle, it's circling with the leg. So I'm doing a circle with my leg. Slide that guy out just a little further. So feet about hip width apart, soft bend in those knees, shifting the weight to the one leg to balance on. Shoulders back and relaxed. Take the other leg out to the front. And you can have one arm out if you'd like, both arms out if you'd like, and giving that leg a little circle. For that, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Little shimmy, little shake. Shift the weight, other leg. Take the other leg out to the front and circle it one way. For that, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Little shimmy, little shake. This time, we're going to do it once more, but you're going to circle the leg the other direction this time. So, feet hip width apart, shifting the weight. Taking that leg now to the other direction. For that, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shimmy it out. Last one, other side. Breathe in, breathe it out, nice and tall, and go for that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Shake it out, shake it out. Excellent job. Grab a nice little sip of water before we cool it down. All right. Making sure you have enough space around you. That piece of support furniture can be nearby as well for when we stretch the lower half. If you are standing and you want to be seated, take me a nice big breath in and out. Nice big breath in and out. One more nice big breath and out. Excellent. If you are standing, keeping that reminder of the soft bend in those knees, shoulders back and relax. Same thing if you're seated. I'm going to take my left ear to my left shoulder. If you can feel the stretch in the neck here, stay here. If we need that extra little bit of stretch, take the right arm out to the side, so the opposite arm. If you need that extra stretch, taking the same arm that has the ear to the shoulder, to the head, and then gently pressing just a little closer to the shoulder for that stretch. Breathe in and out. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Bring that head back up to center. Taking right ear to right shoulder. If you feel that stretch through the neck here, stay here. Or bring that left arm out to the side. Or if you need the extra stretch, right arm to the head. Gently pressing it a little closer to the shoulder. Breathing in and out. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Taking those shoulders up, push them to the back and down. Bring them up towards the ears, push them to the back and down. Up to the back and down. Up, back, down. Up to the back and down. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Taking that one arm, bringing it across the chest, dropping that shoulder, give a hold or a hug, roll the wrists, and if it's comfortable, sway the hips. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release that arm. Take that other arm across the chest. Drop that shoulder. Give it a hold or a hug. Wiggle those fingers. Open and close those hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the arms. Now this next one, I am just going to turn sideways just a little bit here. So if it's comfortable, interlock those fingers or overlap those hands. You're going to push them away from you, keeping a soft bend in those elbows and pushing the hips away from you. Keeping a nice bend in those knees. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, if it's comfortable, you're going to release those hands, bring them back behind you, lifting that chest up towards the ceiling, dropping the shoulders behind. If it's comfortable, looking up towards the ceiling. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently bringing that chin down towards the chest, nice and slow, nice and gentle. Going to do a little hip hinge forward here. Dropping the arms, keeping the back nice and flat, just giving those arms a little bit of a sway. Placing those hands on those upper thighs, bending the knees, slowly coming right back up. We'll give it a shake. Stretching the lower half. If you want to be seated, we are doing our hamstring stretch, reaching down towards the toes, or you can stay standing as well. Taking that one foot to the front, that hip hinge forward, upper thigh, or down by the toes, having that nice flat back, nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Holding 5, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the toes down to the ground. If it's comfortable, taking that leg up for a nice hug. Rolling the ankle. Little balancing act if you're standing. Roll the ankle the other way. And your comfort into that 4-sit stretch. So by the floor, midway, or up top. That little hip hinge forward if you need that extra little bit of a stretch. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release that leg on down. Switching sides, taking that other leg out to the front. That hip hinge forward, upper thigh or down by the toes. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the toes down. Take that leg up for a hug if it's comfortable. Roll the ankle. Roll the ankle the other way. And your comfort into that 4-sit by the floor, midway, or up top. That little hip hinge forward if you need an extra little bit of stretch. Breathing it in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Give those legs a nice little shake, shake, shake. Excellent job. Take those arms around that chest. Nice big breath in. Release it out. Once more, bring those arms around the chest, giving yourself a nice pat on the back for a job well done today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you next Friday.